It's actually amazing because I mean we only had like 1 year kind of experience in National League, and then obviously the COVID year hit. So this has been kind of like our second real year playing. Um, but being with Templeogue from the very start, like growing up in Templeogue as well, always aiming to have a women's team. Like we didn't have one up until a couple of years ago, and we actually started with Mark's wife used to coach us. She had us in the Dublin leagues and stuff like that. So to kind of get to this level now and to make a final is like huge for the club.
And it's been quite the journey, though, when you mentioned that it's a relatively young team when it comes to National League wise. Has this final almost come as a surprise? You know, when you look at a long-term plan as a club, you know, would you have said maybe in 5 years' time, but it's come, you know, in your second full season?
I don't think it's come as a surprise. Like when we play the way we know we can play, we not unstoppable, but like we are quite a strong team. And we do have like great personnel on the team. Lots of different people kind of like different attributes, stuff like that. So I wouldn't say it's a surprise. Like we've kind of aimed to do well nationally, be at the top, and then hopefully kind of get into Super League. Maybe that may like Super League probably would have been the long-term plan more than just getting to the top of National League, you know, because we do have a strong team there.
And obviously for you personally, you've been training with the Irish senior women's squad ahead of the Eurobasket as well. It's been quite the season for you, and now heading in for a cup final. So it's been a great year for you personally.
Yeah, no, it has. Just training with the team it's great experience because you're playing with the best of the best. And a lot of them players are Super League players. There's only I think one other National League player. So playing with the girls that are in the top league, like it is great.
And what about the Mystics? What do you know about them? You know, how difficult is it going to be to get one over them and to take that trophy?
Yeah, I mean, we lost them in the league there, but like we know ourselves, the last kind of quarter and a bit, we kind of just threw it away, silly decisions, things like that. But I think if we do, like we'll have a good scouting report on them, make decisions what we're going to do on their plays and stuff like that. But they do have a good Irish players. So hopefully they'll be able to match up to that then as well.
Mark, I guess you can expand on that. Where are the fault lines that you're going to try and find with Mystics? Obviously, they've got a stacked roster, don't they?
Yeah, geez. Like Lynn says, we'll try and do our prep as best we can and come out ready for them. But equally, they're a strong team, you know, and I think they've only lost once all season. Look, I think they love to play at a high pace, and they've got lots of athleticism throughout their team, and we're going to try and have to combat that and maybe slow them down as best we can. But like Lynn says, we're going well ourselves, you know, so it's kind of maybe playing to our strengths as much as worrying about Galway, you know. I think if we can come out and play to the best of our ability, we'll hopefully give anybody in National League a game. So as much as we're trying to slow down Galway, we're very much focused on ourselves as well.
And what would you say is your kind of calling card as a team? And what would you say is the kind of tempo that you like to play at that you think will hopefully get you over the line when it comes to the final itself?
Yeah, I suppose great question, Daniel. I suppose one of our strengths for me, I think, is that we have maybe both a high tempo and a good half court set. So if we want to push the ball, we've got good athletes that can do that. But equally, if it's a slower game, hopefully we can execute well in the half court. We've lovely shooters on our team, and that's been a real strength for us this year. But equally, we're able to penetrate and get inside as well. Not the tallest team ever, you know, but so boxing out is a key for us, and making sure we go after rebounds. But yeah, I suppose shooting is one of our strengths as well. So like I say, hopefully we can play at whatever tempo the game presents, and like Lynn touched on there, if we can make good decisions, whether it's at a high tempo or low tempo, we'll be in good shape.
And just lastly, just can you sum up the impact and the improvements that you've seen in Lynn since you've got your hands on her in your team?
Yeah, just it's huge. Like she said, Lynn's been in the club years, and I know Lynn, and Brona, my wife, was the coach, as she said a while ago. Look, I don't think there's more dedicated player in the country than Lynn. She works hugely hard at her basketball, and the improvement is plain to see for everybody. What I like most about Lynn, really, in terms of this year that we've seen, is what she's added to her game. Been able to create inside, as well as we all know she's a good shooter, and then also being captain and carrying the kind of the mental strength that she's shown as well. When times get tough, she normally steps up, you know. So it's she's flying it, you know, and I think we're only seeing the tip of the iceberg as well.